Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
147, Rishabh. With the gap. And with that 4, brings up Rishabh Pant's 21st half century. In test cricket, not the most fluent, but he worked hard, took some blows to the body. And this is a proper test innings by the wicketkeeper.
Back-to-back half centuries, impactful one in goal. Almost a runner ball there, but very different innings here. Retired hurt last evening. He's managed this one really nicely. Less risk taken. Effective, all right.
$397 for 6.
राधिका देख रही है ये होती है 100 नींबुओं की ताकत वैसे तेरा भी को बर्तन ऐसे चमकाता है क्या
हाँ बर्तन तो अच्छे चमकाता है पर तेरे डिश वॉश में तुझे LAS भी तो मिलता है जो तुझे स्किन इरिटेशन दे
Yes, does it load and cherish with it. Thanks the Almighty. Wonderful toss so far. 149 through to them.
Looking for big turn here. Leadoff's gone onto the leg side and to spin it from legs now.
On the shorter side, yet again by Jaiswal, and with that shot, Rojurel brings up his half century. 1.5 century in goal, 3rd in his career. Effective knock under the circumstances and bring up the 400 as well for India. Anything more than 450, Russell, I think it will be a tough task for the home team.
I think with the way the ball's starting to turn and bite off this pitch, fast bowlers in the game as well. They got two quality bowlers, Siraj and Prasidh Krishna, who operates with that extra bounce. I think this is a big score already. 403 for 6.
इस बार क्राइम पेट्रोल में हम ऐसे केसेस सामने लाना चाह रहे हैं जिन्होंने देश को हिला दिया। हमें घबराना नहीं है, हमें समझना है, क्योंकि ये आज हो रहा है। ऐसे ही कुछ केसेस में मैं रहूंगा आपके साथ समझेंगे क्राइम पेट्रोल के नए सीजन में। क्राइम पेट्रोल, क्राइम का करंट सीजन।
क्राइम पेट्रोल 31 अगस्त से सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी लिव पर।
4 draws as well. And this surface, my experience playing and covering the SSC on the second day, the way some of the deliveries have done, batters will certainly have to work really hard and have some luck in their side as well. Just under, or just over 5 minutes for lunch. Jaiswal, the ball is last. So now Dinisha, it's a cross. Conventional sweep, the reverse sweep, and also coming down the track. So you got all the bases covered. You have a player like Rishabh Pant in the middle order who's been given the license, plays natural game, but he's still fighting it out. A score of only 52 of 84 deliveries and playing the ball on its merit with the team's needs. This shows how good this play is. Against pace, 15 runs. That's merely because lots of bounces was bowled, but against spin, he's certainly doing really well and quite easily in the end. Though it's the call by Dhruv Jurel, I think he should be coming back for the second pretty easily. Partnership moves to 99 with Dhruv Jurel and Rishabh Pant.
They've been scoring quickly. The run rate for the day, just around 4 and over. That's much higher than the innings run rate. You'd expect that though with the way Pant usually plays. 100 partnership. Really important one between Dhruv Jurel and Rishabh.
राधिका देख रही है, ये होती है 100 नींबुओं की ताकत। वैसे तेरा भी को बर्तन ऐसे चमकाता है क्या?
हाँ, बर्तन तो अच्छे चमकाता है, पर तेरे डिश वॉश में तुझे LAS भी तो मिलता है जो तुझे स्किन इरिटेशन दे सकता है, वो भी फ्री में। पीको में ये सब कहाँ?
तू तो जानती है, फ्री की चीजें मैं कभी नहीं छोड़ती।
जो विम में है वो पीको में नहीं, इसलिए स्विच टू पीको।
A 4-time for India against Sri Lanka, 7th wicket partnership, more than 100 runs. Courtesy Rishabh Pant and Dhruv Jurel. Chanceless, solid, playing for the situation of the game. Demands a partnership. These two have done really well. Right, it's going to be the last over for lunch. It's going to be bowled by Jaiswal. Continue the attack. Leg stump line to Dhruv Jurel, bowling over the wicket. Thinking of the second one, I think they should be settled with a single. They are.
Lanka will be relieved that the lunch break has come. It's been a tiring session, especially after picking up that early wicket. Unable to make those inroads. Definitely deflating. Not in their favor at all. They would be dreading that next session, the afternoon session. Partnerships for the 7th wicket. India versus Sri Lanka. Jadeja right at the top. Picked up nicely in the gap. That's 4. Tiring spinners, erring in length.
Yeah, picked up the length early, Rishabh Pant. Initially wanted to come down the track as soon as the ball was on the shorter side. He made sure to use the depth of the crease really well, and most importantly, stayed low and went along the ground. The square leg fielder was quite fine. Once Rishabh Pant finds the middle of the bat most of the time, it will trickle away for a boundary. Comes down the track. Long on in place and clears him pretty easily. Into the grass bank it goes. Lairu Dara at long on. For a moment he thought he's in the game. He's not. That went a long way.
Well, not many would look to attack like this. With lunch just a few balls away. Left arm spinner over the wicket. There he comes. Hits it through, weight coming right through. So much energy used from those hips as he swings.
Oh! Bit of inside edge. Initially thought to come down the track, I thought. Certainly, as you said, there's not much players in the world just before lunch comes down the track, especially the long on in place to take that risk. That's a character of Rishabh Pant. A bit of disturbance behind the bowler's arms. Couple of deliveries more for lunch. 27th over in progress, 118 for 1. Dominated by India. Running the first one hard. Dhruv Jurel is quite happy with just collecting a single.
He's liking it. He's liking it. Look at that back leg. So much energy. He just pushes it involuntary in front. That's the energy that goes through.
That's a calf raise, Russ. Look at that. The right leg. That's where the power comes, I guess. Good hit. Right, last ball before lunch. Oh, turn. That's a big turn. And Hirosham does well. And the right smile says it all of Dhruv Jurel and Hirosham Dikwal as India is into lunch as the happiest side, scoring 119 of 27 overs. And this was a peach of a delivery.
Wearing them down, the pitch doing more tricks. More and more on offer for the bowlers. Sri Lanka under pressure because India, they can afford to smile. These two have put on a wonderful partnership. 112. New ball in hand. Early wicket lost in the day. But not only have they absorbed the early pressure, they've gone on to score very, very quickly. Healthy session run rate. All the cards once again in India's hands.
Certainly domination by the Indian side. Only 1 wicket to fall this morning. Saran's on debut, but a good bouncer from Asitha Fernando. Chara making good catch and Gully. From that, it's India all the way.
Sri Lanka started with the two fast bowlers who've been pretty impressive. Asitha Fernando, the standout. He got the wicket ball today. 4 for 60 for him. But the spinners, wow, they've been expensive and no impact at all. A lot of hard work for the bowlers here at the SSC.
इस बार क्राइम पेट्रोल में हम ऐसे केसेस सामने लाना चाह रहे हैं जिन्होंने देश को हिला दिया। हमें घबराना नहीं है, हमें समझना है, क्योंकि ये आज हो रहा है। ऐसे ही कुछ केसेस में मैं रहूंगा आपके साथ समझेंगे, क्राइम पेट्रोल के नए सीजन में क्राइम पेट्रोल, क्राइम का करंट सीजन।
क्राइम पेट्रोल 31 अगस्त से सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन और सोनी लिव पर।
Well, Team India in the driver's seat after that first session. An exceptional performance with the bat. Lost only one wicket there of Saraj Jain, but these two putting up a great show. It was Dhruv Jurel who, alongside Rishabh Pant, shouldering the responsibility and putting those runs on the board. 119 runs for the loss of one wicket at the first session of the second day. Yes, indeed. Welcome. It's lunchtime, and that's the story so far. You can say that Rishabh Pant has come back strong. The way he's performed, he's out there in the center, 63, looking good of 88 balls. And Dhruv Jurel, of course, we were talking about his abilities as a batter, and he's showing that he's a top-class form. 419 for 6, and here we are at lunch. And at lunch, we had a hunch you'd be here as well. And I can tell you, we have the man himself who's with us, Pooji, who's enjoyed all the action. Let's get into it, Pooji. Now, batsmen have to shoulder the responsibility of an innings. Rishabh Pant has shouldered the ball many a times in that batting knockaways and got the runs on the board. A great fight back from him in his usual unorthodox style of play.
Yeah, but what was impressive to see is that he was injured yesterday, showing that character that he's willing to fight. Because when you get hit on the body, it's not easy. He didn't have any ego about it. He was batting the way he bats, but he was determined to get to that 50, to get to put India in a commanding position.
Yeah.
And look at the way he batted. I think, yes, he had a clear game plan. He wanted to play full shot, but along with that, when spinners were bowling, his game plan was very simple. He was focusing on playing the sweep shot and the reverse sweep shot. We saw some lofted shots, but overall, I think he's showing that maturity. In the first test match, that was lacking, but now he has improved on it. He has worked on it. He is very sensible. He's understanding what the bowler is trying to do, and he is playing that sweep and the paddle sweep really well, which is giving him a lot of rewards. But I think the commitment. For me, I think what stood out was his commitment at the crease, building that partnership and contributing at the right time. Because in a team sport, yes, sometimes you focus on the individual performance, but the Indian team was in trouble. They were 306 or 7 for 6. And then this partnership, I think Rishabh Pant's contribution was standout performer.
He's done a great job, and as always, Mr. Entertainment himself, just the way he is out there in the center and performing. Broke the solar panel as well outside the stadium with that big spike of his, the big shot of his. Remember, he got injured with a short ball, and the bowlers went back at him, and this was the one where Rishabh Pant is, there you go, shouldering responsibility, and that nearly hit the stump there. I mean, if it hit the stump, I can tell you that clip would have gone viral, but Rishabh Pant, in his usual unorthodox style, giving the split, doing the shoulder, falling on the ground, rolling over in the mud, but he's getting the job done. The man falls and delivers each and every time.
Yeah, and he's showing that commitment towards the team. But when it comes to understanding the bowler's strength, the biggest lesson he learned was he didn't loft any ball against Kesra, the off spinner.
Yeah.
He was playing the sweep shot, he was playing the reverse sweep shot, but he didn't step down very often. Yeah. He did step, you have to step out. But he didn't try going over mid-on, mid-off. And first test match, he tried doing that. He wasn't successful. He has learned his lessons. And also what was impressive to see is that last over, before lunch, he knew what the bowler is trying to do. The bowler was trying to pick a wicket. He saw the opportunity. He is not under pressure. Rishabh Pant was set and he was trying to deliver. There is a 4 and a 6 in the last over before lunch. If any other batter is batting out there, he's thinking, how can I survive this over? But Rishabh Pant, being Rishabh Pant, he's just trying to be attacking, trying to play those shots. I think he's very smart. He understands the situation of the game clearly.
He's an exceptional talent, and I can tell you there are lots of feats. He's achieving the most number of runs in the WC by a batter, and it's right there to see and to watch just the kind of performances he's putting up on the show. Rishabh Pant in his 74 innings has scored 2,948 runs, and this is above the likes of Shubman Gill, Rohit Sharma, Ravindra Jadeja, and Virat Kohli at the end. So you can see he's not just about falling over and rolling over. This is an exceptional talent, and the fact is that he can accumulate runs, which is his greatest strength.
Yeah, and if you look at the kind of players who are there in that list, Rishabh Pant is at right on top. And that doesn't, it's not easy because when you are talking about WTC cycle, you play in different conditions, you play on different pitches, you travel across the world. And when you do that, despite that, he has been able to score close to 3,000 runs, which is a phenomenal number. And he's working on his game. See, there was a pressure on him before this. He didn't perform well in the IPL. He wasn't part of the India's. He's not part of the India's white ball setup. But this is the only format which he plays now for the Indian team, and he's making the most of it. 74 innings, 2,948 runs. That's something remarkable. I think he will keep going up in that list. He will keep scoring more runs, but he's showing maturity. He's showing that he has that class, and I've said this again and again. I would want to see him scoring big runs. I would love to see him get to his another 100. I think he has got 9 test 100, if I'm not mistaken.